Hi, welcome to this Hatha yoga practice for stiff hips. Step to the top of your mat, feet shoulder width apart. Circle your shoulders up, back and down, palms face forward. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Take 2 more breaths, just like that. One more cleansing breath. Open your eyes. Inhale the arms up. Exhale with a deep bend in the knee. Forward fold. Tick-tock your upper body from side to side. This is not a deep fold. We're just beginning to loosen through the spine, through the neck, waking up the hamstrings. Bend your knees, one vertebrae at a time, roll up to standing. Head is the last to rise. Circle the shoulders up, back and down. Breath in, breath out. Turn and face the side edge of the mat. Step your feet wide apart. Inhale the arms up and open. Exhale, bend your knees, fold down, exploring this new shape in the fold. Tick-tock your body side to side. You can shift your weight from either side as you move back and forth in space. Deep breaths in and out. Bend your knees, hands to your hips with a flat back. Rise to standing. Inhale. Exhale. Step your feet together at the top of the mat. Mountain pose. Inhale, bend your knees, chair pose. Sweep the arms up. Waking up the quads. Sink down into your chair. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees. Bring your hands to opposite elbow creases. Ragdoll forward fold. You might be able to fold just a little deeper than the first fold of today's practice. Deep breaths in and out. Feel your back body filling with air. Hands to the mat. Bend your knees. Sinking down. We'll come to a seat. Feet together, knees wide. Seated butterfly. Reach for your ankles. Pull in using your arm strength to encourage your back to grow tall. Then begin to shift forward, moving into a gentle fold. Continue breathing as your hips begin to stretch in this new shape. Release. Feet flat on the mat. Hip distance apart. Hands behind you. Begin to windshield wiper your legs from side to side. You can move at the pace that feels right for you. And we'll pause on the left side. We're in this 90-90 shape with 90-degree angles in the knees. Then begin to press your hands on the mat behind you, moving into this twist. Back through center. Changing sides. Knees fall to the right. 90-90 shape in the legs. Then continue twisting all the way around to the right. Palms pressing down against the mat. Long through the spine and neck. One more breath. And return to center. Place your hands behind you. Fingertips pointing towards the back edge of your mat. Feet flat. Press up, reverse tabletop. Lift your hips, let your head fall back. Inhale. Exhale, release. Come onto your back, bring your knees with you. Squeeze your legs in. Gentle rocking side to side. Deep breaths. Let your left leg extend long on the mat. Continue pulling your right knee in towards your body. Extend the right leg. Foot presses up towards the sky. Hands are bound behind your hamstring. Begin to pull your right leg towards your face. Bend the right leg. Reach for the outside of your foot. Moving into this variation of a half happy baby. Bring your left hand to the top of your left thigh and hip area, encouraging the leg to move down towards the mat. As your right hand pulls your right foot in towards your body. Move the right leg back to center. We'll move into a reclined twist, pulling your leg over your body, twisting to the left. Gaze falls past your right shoulder. And release. Change sides. Right leg long on the mat. Left knee bends. Begin by just pulling your left leg in towards your body. Breathing into this side. Extend your left leg up towards the sky. Hands bind behind your left leg. Gentle pull. One more breath in this shape. Bend the left leg, catching hold of the outside of the foot, half happy baby. Use your right hand to press against your right hip, right thigh. If this is too much, you can always bend your right leg. If it's too much trying to keep a hold of your left foot, you can always take a hold of the ankle or the calf area. One more breath. Moving through center. Pulling your left leg over the right side of your body, moving into the twist. Gazing past your left shoulder. One more deep breath. And release. Hug your knees in, rocking side to side. Bring your feet to the mat. Roll to the left side. Press up to a seat. Bring your legs to a cross-legged position. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, right hand to the mat. Left arm sweeps over, lateral bend to the right. Stretching through the left side rib cage. Inhale, center. Exhale, lateral bend to the left side. Inhale, center. Exhale. Hands meet at heart center. Breath in. Breath out. Hands to the mat. Coming into tabletop, hands and knees. Going to move the hips to clockwise circles. Exploring this organic movement in the hips and back. Changing directions. Counterclockwise circles. And press your legs down against the mat, moving into the seal pose position. An upward facing dog with your legs on the mat. Press your knees wide, big toes touch. Press back into a child's pose. Forehead down. Sinking into the hips. Take a few breaths here. Return to hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Press up and back, downward facing dog. Breathing into this new shape. Lift your right leg. Inhale. Exhale. Step your right foot forward. Left knee sinks to the mat. Press your palms against the top of your right thigh. Encourage your right leg forward into space. Stretching across the left hip flexor. Straighten the right leg. Shift forward, fingertips tented. Right foot is flexed, toes pointed up to the sky. Fold over your right leg. Rebend the right leg. Press back, downward dog. Take a breath in. Breath out. Breathe in, left leg lifts. Breathe out, step the left foot forward. Right knee down to the mat. Hands press onto the left thigh. Encourage your left leg forward. Stretching across the front of the right thigh and the right hip. Check in with your neck and shoulders. Encourage length. Straighten the left leg. Walk the fingertips forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold over the left leg. Rebend the left leg. Press back, downward dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, look to the top. Exhale, step, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, high mountain. Exhale, hands to your sides, mountain pose. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to plank. Lower to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale. Step the right foot forward. This time we'll pivot towards the long edge of the mat, setting up for gate pose. The left knee is bent, right leg stretching long to the right side, foot pressing flat against the mat, hands to your hips. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, lateral bend to the right. You can begin to stretch your right arm down your leg. One more breath. Return your hands to your hips. Moving into a counter stretch, right arm over. Left arm moves down your leg. Inhale. Exhale, release. Hands to the mat. Press back, downward dog. Setting up on the other side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step forward. Bend the right knee. Setting up for gate pose. Left leg stretches long to the side. Hands to hips. Inhale the right arm up. Lateral bend to the left. Left hand reaches down your leg. Breathing here. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, left arm over. Right fingertips stretch down towards the mat. Inhale. Exhale, release. Step your way back to downward dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step. Then lengthen both legs, moving into a long pyramid pose. Bend the right knee. Begin to pivot your hands towards the side edge of your mat. Then bending into the right knee, moving into Skandasana. You can keep your fingertips tented on the mat for support or for extra balance work. You can bring your hands to heart center. One more breath. And release. Press through center. Pause for a forward fold, wide-legged straddle. Let your head hang. Inhale, halfway lift. Walk your hands back to the mat. Press back, downward dog. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step forward. Setting up for long pyramid. Extend both legs, folding over your left leg. Rebend the left knee. Shifting towards the side edge of the mat. Bending more deeply into the left leg. Setting up for Skandasana. Fingertips tented on the mat, or bring your hands together at heart center, balancing. Right toes are pointed up towards the sky. Long through the spine, tall through the neck and the crown of the head. Take 2 more breaths. And release. Hands to the mat. Press back to downward dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step forward. Setting up for lizard pose. Left knee moves to the mat. Explore some movement through your hips. And rock the right leg out and in. Just make sure that your knee is always pointing in the same direction as your toes to protect your knee joint. If you have the space, you can move down onto your forearms. Press back to your hands. Step back, downward dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step forward to lizard. Setting up for this deep hip opener. Explore some gentle movement. If you have the space, begin to drop down onto your forearms. One more breath. Press back to your palms. Step back, downward dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step forward. Coming up to warrior 2. Arms to a T, bending into the right leg. Stabilizing in this shape. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, right hand down to the mat. Setting up for balancing half moon. Left leg stretches long behind you. Left arm moves up towards the sky. Coming out the way we came in. Step back into warrior two. Inhale, reverse, right arm up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Press back, downward dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step forward, warrior two. Rising up. Settle in here as your hips find this new shape. Inhale, reverse, left arm up. Exhale, left hand to the mat, setting up for balancing half moon. Right leg, right arm, lift into space. Find a steady point to focus your gaze. Keep breathing. One more breath in. And breath out. Step down to warrior two. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Press back, downward dog. Breath in. Breath out. Look to the top of the mat. Step and fold. Feet come to hip distance. Peace fingers reach for your big toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Let your head hang heavy. Release your bind. Step your feet all the way to mat distance. Sink down through the legs. Coming into goddess squat. Elbows press your knees wide apart. Deep breaths. And then just sit down onto the mat. Legs stretch long in front of you. Bend the right leg. Stepping over your left. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, twist to the right. Seated twist. Gazing over your right shoulder. Release through center, changing sides. Left leg bends. Steps over. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale. Wrapping around your left leg, twisting to the left, gazing past your left shoulder. Release. Roll onto your back. Feet flat on the mat. Set up for bridge pose. Palms flat on the mat. Tuck your tailbone. Press your hips up. Bring your arms into the bind under you. Sending your hips up towards the sky. One more breath. And release. Recline butterfly. Feet together, knees wide. Arms overhead, triple diamond. Close down your eyes, sensing into the openness in your hips. From the beginning of practice with our first seated butterfly pose to the end of practice with this reclined butterfly. Hopefully you have a little more space, a little more ease in your hips. Big breath in, breath out. We'll move directly into Shavasana from here. Lengthen your legs long onto the mat, keeping your eyes closed. Bring your arms down towards your sides. Inhale. Exhale. Let everything go for 10 breaths. Roll over to the side, press up to a seat. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.